Alright, so I'm gonna SeaFoam the new generation Nissan Altima 2014, I think is what this is, 2013 and newer. And I went looking online for the video to find out exactly which vacuum line to put it into, and I couldn't find a video. So a lot of people want to show you the pretty white smoke, but nobody took the time to video the process. So I'm looking at it here, and it looks like I have a vacuum line here, and I also have one back here. And if you look at the air intake, it runs down through there. I apologize for the lighting. Anyway, it runs right through here, and it looks like this is basically your intake back here. So all these vacuum lines, this looks like your valve cover right on top. All your little coil packs, coil on plug packs. So I chose this one right here. Looks like it's running over to the brake booster, and typically that's the one people tell you to use right there. Runs along the back right there. So first problem I ran into is if you disconnect that and you try to start the car, there's no vacuum pressure. You lose all your vacuum and it dies, so it won't idle. So I have it barely on there, and I'm going to go ahead and try doing it now. I'm going to go get a, you're supposed to do it slow, and I don't know how I'm going to do it slow. I got to think about this, but basically anyway, that's the hose. I'm going to put it in there. You know the process for that. There's plenty of videos on that. I think you're supposed to take about a third of the bottle through the vacuum line into the intake. Try to stall the engine with the end of it, which I'm obviously not going to have a problem doing. So I'll do that. I'll stall it, and then maybe I'll come back and video the startup. Alright, so a quick update. On the Altima, it's very difficult. I just did the Jeep last week. It was easy because you pull the vacuum line from the booster, you pull the vacuum line, and the Jeep doesn't die. It doesn't die until you start sucking it up. You know, then you got to be careful with how much you suck up in there, and if you suck it too quick, it will stall. And they say you want to be careful because you don't want to suck so much in there that you hydrolock your engine. So on this one, it's not that easy because as soon as you pull that vacuum line, it wants to stall. So you have to actually hold your finger over the vacuum line to keep it from stalling, and then try to figure out a way to suck up the SeaFoam in the process. And as soon as you stick the hose end down into the SeaFoam, obviously it just starts guzzling, sucking it up. So if we hydrolocked, we're in trouble. But I ended up, it took me 2 tries. I had to put the hose back on, restart it a second time. It took me 2 tries, and I ended up getting probably half the bottle out of one of those little plastic butter dishes. So it's in there. Let it sit 30 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be back. Alright, so moment of truth. Got it put back together. Not that I had it taken apart, but it's been about 30 minutes, which is what they tell you, at least 30 minutes let it sit. We're about to find out if it's hydrolocked. When I tried to start it last time, because I had to do it twice after it died the first time, I hit it and it actually took a minute. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't think it's going to start right up, but I've seen other videos that didn't start right up either. So here we go. There we go. So now we're rev. Unfortunately I can't show you the smoke. Yeah, I can, a little bit. Oh yeah, plenty of smoke. Look at that. It's actually much worse than the Jeep was. So it worked. You can use that hose if, holy crap, if you want to. Alright, so just to wrap up, that did work, and holy cow, that thing smoked for seriously probably 5 minutes. And that was a little exaggeration, it wasn't choking me out, but I didn't realize it would smell like that, because the Jeep didn't smoke honestly hardly at all. It's got 110,000 miles. It's a 2008. This is a 2013 with 2014. Yeah, 2014 Altima with 100,000 miles. So I honestly didn't expect it to be that dirty. I've regularly put fuel injector, fuel system cleaner in here fairly regularly anyway, every 20-25,000 miles when I think about it. So I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, it wasn't that bad. It honestly kind of smelled like burnt rubber. Didn't smell like I expected it to smell, and the Jeep didn't smell at all. So it finally stopped. I put the intake cover back on, and all is good. We'll see if it makes any difference. I was still getting 36 miles per gallon, so honestly I'm not expecting to see much of a difference. I just wanted to go ahead and clean it out. It's still doing really well at 100,000 miles. So thanks for watching. Now you know how to do it.